Season 8 is nearly upon us. We are just over a month away from the premiere of Season 8. And let's talk about some of the stuff coming in this future season. I know we already talked about Chrysalis a little bit earlier on.
That's going to be sick.
But this is going to be a lot of fun. So why don't we get started? I'm John.
My name's Snakeskin, and my name is Snakeskin. And I'm here to say Season 8 is on its way. Peace.
That was the most beautiful rap I've ever heard in my life.
Shut the fuck up. My brothers grew up in the 90s. If they heard me spit that, they'd punch me in the face. I can hear now my older brother would literally just be like, I did not go behind daddy's back and play NWA for you when you were 5 so you could spit that weak shit, boy.
I actually remember there was a fucking picture I saw where it was like this bar or this restaurant that's trying to say, yeah, we're playing on Wu-Tang Wednesday. If you don't like that shit, get your kids out of here. Unless your kids like Wu-Tang Clan, then Wu-Tang Wednesday for the whole family.
Dude, that club sounds like they're nothing to fuck with. Okay, so Season 8, obviously the big thing is Chrysalis, but we already talked about that. John has some article. I've got some article. Yeah, he's got a couple article for you. He's got an article. I've got some pictures. Let's compare notes.
Yes.
So
indeed.
So bullet point number 1, I'll start off picking randomly from the pictures here. Let's start with the first one John sent me. There's this one with Pinkie Pie. She looks scared as shit, and her friends' heads are spinning around her. Thoughts?
I mean, it looks similar to the one where Pinkie Pie knows.
I was remembering more of it reminded me more of Season 2 and Discord was fucking with Pinkie Pie and the evil balloons were surrounding her.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
But this looks like she's either noticed something, she just had an idea, or whatever. This doesn't look like she's being psychologically flambéed, so I guess
True.
That's a little better.
She's just having an epiphany in her own special way.
Yeah, let's go to the next picture.
Bunch of random ponies and one of them with a giant beard.
Yeah, John, who the fuck are they? I
have no idea.
I swear to God, they look like
new age fashionistas or something.
Yeah, all 6 of them, all 7 of them together, they look like a weird combination of like the Village People, Dave Matthews Band, and what's that one math metal band? Well, I can't remember the name, but it'll Dillinger Escape Plan. There we go.
I was thinking Mute Bath because I'm just thinking the name math is in the title.
Yeah, they look like the only bands they listen to are excuse me. It looks like the only bands they listen to are Simon and Garfunkel, Bryan Adams, and Kendrick Lamar.
You gotta say they listen to Cat Stevens though. That's another big one.
Oh, the fucker with the beard definitely does.
So let's go on to the next picture.
Fuck mothering sea ponies.
Yes.
Cutie Mark Crusaders sea ponies, yay.
And I'm sorry, but which one do you think looks the cutest?
Feeling Scootaloo on this one for some reason.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Sweetie Belle's a very close second.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Apple Bloom's got her bow underwater, so that's always adorbs. Hashtag.
What sort of animation can they have with the bow floating through the water?
Oh, good. Next picture, we've got Twiggy Ramirez talking to that's a griffin, right? Or is that a hippogriff?
That's a hippogriff.
Okay. So my next question is, what the fuck?
Well, considering the article, which we'll be reading a little bit later, that it's set directly after the events of the movie, this looks interesting because That means we're going to have hippogriffs in the show.
That's interesting. I wish we could have Tempest or Fizzleberry Gumdrop, whatever the shit her name ended up being.
Fizzle Pop Berry Twist.
How do you remember that?
I'm weird like that, okay?
And the next picture is Rarity and Fluttershy touching cheeks. Pause.
Yeah.
And
Fluttershy or Flutterbutter and Fashionista Pony. It's reminding me of that fanfic Green. I don't know if you ever read that one.
Is that the one with the love triangle between like Rarity, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash?
No, it's basically where like Rarity and Fluttershy like become a thing, and they gotta go meet their parents. And apparently, Fluttershy's parent, like Fluttershy's father, is like a full-on like military marine pony.
Yeah, and turns out that's kind of what Dash's dad ended up being. At least I think so, going by that haircut. So I got to be honest about this next one. We've got hippogriffs and dragons in the same shot, and honestly, I thought that was Scootaloo at first.
Yeah, I did too.
And then I looked at it and I thought, oh, okay, well, very obviously, that's no way that's Scootaloo. But then I sat and thought about it. What if Scootaloo turns into a dragon?
Just magically turned into a dragon. I would expect Spike would want Sweetie Belle as the dragon, more or less. No, but I know Dr. Wolf tried to say that this looks like something where it's a dragon similar to Spike's age that's going to be in the show more and possible love interest. I'm like,
I thought that was Ember.
I don't know. I'd rather have Emperor because, like we were talking about before in our triple threat review, yeah, she's a total tsundere. Just saying.
This show is 8 years strong, and Spike still gets all the bitches. Hashtag never change. This next one
there was a picture on Derpy Booer that I saw, and it was under the tag, Spike gets all the mares, and it's literally just palette swaps of all the ponies just sitting on his face.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, this is interesting to me. This next one is I have two theories about this one, but this next one is a collection of this next one's a collection of a bunch of random OCs. This is pretty much every species we've had in the show. We got except the buffalo. They haven't. Why don't they bring back the goddamn buffaloes? Anyway, we've got a griffin, hippogriff, a dragon. We've got a changeling, and just some regular earth pony jobber. I have two theories about this.
And a yak.
I meant to say yak. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have two theories about this one. One, because did any synopsises for episodes get released? Because I haven't looked for any.
Well, there is a couple in the article that we'll be able to read.
Well, because my theory about this, my two theories are either A, this is some like these are just a bunch of groups of random people that came together and they're gonna learn the history, whatever, of like the elements of harmony ponies and stuff and how they save the world and shit. Or here's my theory. This is like a glimpse into the future, and we're actually looking at the next quote unquote generation or protectors that are gonna watch over the new elements or whatever, and they're gonna and they're gonna be the ones that like learn the lessons of the ponies and shit, and then they're gonna be the ones to like get I don't know. That's one of my theories.
They're the Gen 5 main six.
Yeah. This is Gen 5. They're branching out to being more multicultural.
Yes.
Hashtag Yak Lives Matter.
Yeah. That is so perfect. So the next picture that we have is Pinkie Pie with her siren hat that we haven't seen since season 2 in Mystery on the Friendship Express.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. I think it was because I recently rewatched the Josh Scorcher review. That's why.
It reminds me of the monkey helmets from Ape Escape.
Yes. Yes.
I love that game.
But yeah, it
So
looks like she's measuring from the map table outward.
my
Like,
theory, besides making a dick joke, is that maybe she's like, we should think about expanding the table because we've got so many new friends. So now this is going to turn from, this is where they make the transition from Super Friends to the Justice League.
we gotta get the kitty table in here.
Well, because like the Super Friends were like 7 dudes, but the Justice League is like 20, more or less. So
True. Something I'm noticing in the picture. Do you notice that the tape measure is upside down? Like if you look where it's attached to the.
God damn it, DHX.
Yeah.
Next is Celestia and Twizzy flying through the air, and I can't really. I'm zooming in on Celestia's face because I couldn't really tell what it looked like. Okay, so Celestia looks determined, bothered, or pissed, and Twilight looks worried, paranoid, or worried. So
I think Celestia's pissed off at Twilight, and if that's the case,
yes,
yes,
go. That's what I call
love
character
that.
development. The best way to develop a character is get them pissed and give them a reason why, or to have them go through intense emotional trauma. At least that's my theory. Some people can develop from good things happening to them, but that I think that's actually harder to write. Just make a character go through shit and they'll toughen up.
Yep. Then the
So
final one that we have.
yeah.
You want to take the reins on this one?
Yeah, so I had a couple jokes about this one. I told John, this looks like it's for a consensus. Then I thought to myself, okay, maybe Twilight's doing that thing again, like the consensus. They have to register. Maybe her castle, even though it's the castle of friendship, she still has to register it to be part of the public, records, and she has to pay taxes. Which I think it's hilarious that a princess has to pay taxes, or
the government's coming after her and saying, you do not have the authority to put this castle here.
And Celestia comes later. She's like, what the fuck? I am the government. And they're like, well, actually, the government is the government and you're audited. And she's like, financial repercussions don't exist in Equestria. All we have is gold. And then they're like, nope, lol. And then they burn down Equestria for insurance money.
Of course. That is seriously the best YouTube poop on the face of the planet, I swear.
I don't know, that Toy Story one's pretty cool. It's called Toys Gone Wild. It's 7 minutes of pure old school YouTube poop awesomeness.
You know what? I almost want to watch that Star Wars one. The Queer Gonjin forces Obi.
Oh my god.
Force feed Obi-Wan his man saver.
Have you ever watched the Jedi Dance Battle YouTube poops? Oh, dude. Anyway, so yeah, season 8. It looks interesting. That's what I could say, and I don't mean it in the sense of like when people want to critique something, but they don't want to piss off the viewers, so they just say it's interesting. No, it looks interesting. This is probably the first season ever where we're actually going to get a super inclusion of other types of other races or what, if you want to, or species in the show, as opposed to just every couple episodes, maybe every other season. Whereas, well, I'm not saying any of these are going to be reoccurring like every episode, but they're definitely going to be around more, which is interesting because if the rumor's true that the show's ending after season 9, that's still pretty cool that they're, that they're continuing to develop the world in small ways and not just, phone it in for, how many would it be? For 52 more episodes.
Yeah.
And I think they want to do another movie, but didn't it take them like 3 years to make the other one?
Yeah, I know that at the point that it started, it was at the end of season 4.
Yeah, and I know it. I know, who was it? Was it Lionsgate or Dimension Films? Someone fucked them over on distribution rights because they thought it wouldn't sell good.
Of course.
That's why it had a semi-limited release. Like, it wasn't limited, but it wasn't at every theater.
It wasn't limited to the point of Equestria Girls.
Huh. Yeah, where the nearest theater closest to me was literally 200 miles away.
Holy shit!
There's
I had one. Well, I had one that
there's
was
literally 7 different theaters within 50 miles of me. How in the fuck were any of them not showing that? I mean, I didn't like the first movie, so it's okay, but
yeah. So let's get on to the article and see how this works. So it says it picks up, and this is from Equestria Daily. I'll link it in the description. But it says it picks up following the events of My Little Pony, the movie, with new characters and songs throughout 26 magical episodes beginning Saturday, March 24th at 11:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Now, that also means that Season 3 is the only season that we've had that's only had a half-season runtime. And I do believe that, yes, it was for syndication purposes to have a nice 60-episode package. Because we are seeing it on a lot more networks. We're seeing it on Boomerang. We're seeing it on Treehouse, Tiny Pop, all that stuff.
Cartoon Network's been doing that for ages, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
So this is what it says. Calling every pony and creature in Equestria. Twilight Sparkle's School of Friendship is in session. On Saturday, March 24th at 11:30 a.m., 10:30 Central, Discovery Family premieres the 8th season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic with 26 half-hour episodes complete with 7 original songs, new characters, and tons of friendship. Now, that's 7 songs part. We had maybe 2 or 3 in Season 7.
Is that it?
Something like that.
What the balls, John? Why'd you let that happen?
We had the one in what was it? The one with Starlight Glimmer in the anger bottle or whatever, all bottled up, where they had the song after right before they complete their right after they complete their friendship building exercise with the escape room.
Oh yeah.
They did one for.
And not only was it a pointless song, they failed the challenge, and the guy in the room made fun of them for it.
Yeah, if you would have gotten it done 2 minutes faster. They had one for.
Some people didn't like that because they thought it was too self-deprecating. I thought, 7 seasons in, you gotta laugh at yourself just a little bit.
Exactly. There was also one for the Friendship Journal episode. I forget what that one's called. Fame and Misfortune. They had one for the end of that. We're Not Flawless or whatever. And then they had one for Perfect Pair with You're in My Head Like a Catchy Song. Those are the only 3 I can remember.
The I read the article a while ago, but I completely fucking forgot what was in it, and I forgot that she's starting a literal school. So my first thought process is you ever played any of those Persona games?
Mm-mm.
It's gonna be like that mixed with Skylander Academy and probably My Hero Academia.
Or if they go the route of Doki Doki Literature Club, I'll be happy with that.
Do you want suicide? Because this is how you get suicide.
Sterling Archer for president.
Please.
That show is fucking hysterical. It's like
America's about to enter the danger zone, Lana.
It's like, what, Lana? You're black-ish? Well, what's the word for it, Lana? You freaked out when I said quadru.
Oh, Lord.
See, all you talk about is baby shit because you're baby crazy. You want to see crazy? No, I've seen that movie, and spoiler alert, it ends with a closet full of my suit's on fire. It's like, yeah, I wish you were wearing one. Who would want to wear an on fire suit? Cosplay enthusiasts. That show is so meta. It's not even funny.
No, it's great. It's great.
Okay. Anyway, but it says Following the events of My Little Pony the movie in the back-to-back season premiere episodes titled School Days Part 1 and School Days Part 2, that is days spelled D-A-Z-E, the main six discover that the friendship map has expanded to show the world outside of Equestria. Yay! Through 2 exciting original songs, like Season 3, Twilight Sparkle learns that friendship needs to spread beyond the limits of the kingdom and decides to open her very own school of friendship. But things come to a head when a new non-pony ditches class on Friends and Family Day, putting the entire school in jeopardy. First of all, how does ditching class for one day put the entire school in jeopardy?
Oh,
then again, it is My Little Pony we're talking about.
Well, I think the show's firmly established that without some sort of very clearly labeled authority figure, everyone's just kind of fucked because they don't know what to do.
We saw that very much in Triple Threat.
I've seen this throughout this whole goddamn show.
Mm-hmm. Especially back in season 1 with Mayor not being able to do shit in winter wrap-up.
Yeah.
So, but that seems kind of interesting. Just the fact that there's going to be a new school, and I think that's probably where the little gag of Pinkie Pie with the measuring tape is going to come into play. It's like, how much bigger did it get? And I'm happy because now we're going to be able to see the locations in the movie, which is pretty awesome. Do you have any thoughts on this first 2-part season premiere?
Lols aplenty, probably, and I'm hungry. It sounds cool. Like it's a really interesting premise. I hope the show's quality doesn't tank like when Ed, Edd and Eddy went back to school.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
IMO, but no, I think it'll be good. 7 songs. You know, all I could think of when he said 7 songs. Do you remember offhand? You probably do. You fucking pony vacuum of knowledge. How many songs did Magical Mystery Cure have? It's like 11, right?
Well, let me think. We had the beginning song. We had Cutie Mark Is Telling Me. We had I Gotta Find a Way. We had Friend Indeed. We had Celestia's Ballad. We had Princess Twilight Cometh. And then we had the ending song. 7 songs.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope there's more funky bass lines. Yeah, no, so that sounds cool.
Yep. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This season, viewers will witness major milestones featuring, this looks interesting, the introduction of Starlight Glimmer's parents. I have to say, where the fuck were you? Your daughter fucking tried to destroy time and space as we know it. Where the fuck were you?
I mean, there's no way that they wouldn't have heard about that. Where does it clarify where they live or not?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, still, wait a minute. I mean, oh no, wait. I was gonna say, didn't they live in the Crystal Empire? But what's his face just moved there?
Oh yeah, Sunburst.
Yeah.
Let's see. Princess Celestia's big acting debut.
Oh god. Big acting for a big ass. That's going to be enjoyable.
I'm going to love it if they try and do Shakespeare with Celestia. That will be fucking hysterical.
Alas, poor Luna. I knew thee, Sabra.
She would have to say, I bite my hoof at you, sir.
Bite my hoof. Bite my hoof. Kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh, Luna, wherefore art thou, Luna? No, but I would love it if she had to go back and relearn either Ode Ponish or the traditional Canterlot voice to make it easier on herself.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Additionally, the main 6 are accompanied by 6 new creatures, including Ocellus the Changeling,
Ocelli. I'm gonna call him Oceles because I think that sounds cooler.
Yeah. Sounds more Greek as well.
Or Ocelis.
Ocelis. Silverstream, the Hippogriff / Sea Pony.
Silver Surfer.
Yep. Smolder the Dragon. Get a Spyro reference in here. Come on.
No, I was thinking Lord of the Ring reference.
Just call him Smaug.
Smaug, yeah.
Gallus the Griffin.
Swarm Protector of the Galactic Alliance. Buzz Lightyear! I don't know.
Yoda the Yak. I'm just going to call him Yvonne.
Wait. What'd you say his name was?
Yoda the Yak. Yona.
Oh, I thought you said Yoda. Well, fuck it. I'm calling him Yoda.
I'm just going to call him Yvonne.
God damn it.
And then the pony's name is Sandbar. Sandbar.
Huh?
Do you want to say
that
he sounds like he was washed up on a beach?
Say that again, but slowly, please.
Sandbar the pony.
He doesn't even look sandy.
I know. What the heck?
He looks like some kind of like aquamarine bullshit. What, they couldn't call him Seabreeze is already taken. What, they could just call him like I don't know, Flower Gale or something. I don't know. Nightingale. Oh, sweet Nightingale.
That would be funny. But it does say joining them on epic adventures throughout the new and familiar lands such as Mount Eris, Everfree Forest, Las Pegasus, and more. I'm excited to go back to Mount Eris because let me say, in the movie, that was some of the best music in the whole freaking movie.
I'm excited to go back because changing locations get my nipples twisted, and that's awesome.
And I want to see how it shows in Flash instead of Toon Boom as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be Yeah, so what's next?
It also says fan favorite characters Maud Pie, Spike.
Fuck yeah.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Wait. Spike counts as fan favorite? He's a main character.
I know. It's weird.
Bastards.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders, Queen Chrysalis, and Discord return with exciting storylines and a whole lot of magic. I just gotta say, this season sounds fucking incredible.
This season sounds fat.
It sounds sick and super thick.
It sounds packed with content, and that's fucking awesome. Because, like, no season has ever really felt flat to me, but this just sounds like they're going into a whole nother realm of possibilities. And they didn't even mention any of the fairy tale ponies showing up again, but you gotta figure they will, too, at some point.
And it also sounds...
Stark's World of Bearded's among the world of the living now. He's gotta show up again.
Yeah.
They've only talked his ass up literally since the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
Mm-hmm. It sounds a lot like what they were doing in season 4. If you remember, the first 8 episodes of season 4 was just like, let's throw whatever shit we can think of at the screen and see what sticks. Like a fucking flutterbacked power ponies.
Yeah,
I mean, just. Wow. So I think we're going to be in for a good treat.
Oh, no, totes. This one's definitely going to rank pretty good. It's just this one feels so different than the other seasons because the other ones, you knew it was going to be grounded in the sense of, it's going to be Twilight Sparkle and her friends. But this feels like the focus is actually going to be placed in other places, which is interesting.
Indeed.
Especially in a show like this, not because of the fact that, it's about ponies or it's a show for toys, but, well, actually, that's probably why they're going to be branching out to more characters so they can make new toys. But the reason I bring that up is because with a show like this, even with its big cast, normally they still keep it really confined and stuff, but this just feels like really expansive, which I like it when they do that and they can keep it good. That's always been one of Kingdom Hearts' strengths and weaknesses at times, is its tendency to introduce 7 new characters each game, but but they usually develop them pretty good. This show does that too, but they have the benefit of being a syndicated television program that's lasted for 8 years.
I'll tell you this, though. When you were saying that they were bringing the new characters in to sell new toys, I was thinking of that scene from Toy Story 3 where they first get dumped off in the daycare. New toys! Yeah!
Oh my god.
I'm on a Disney binge. I just watched Cars 3 last night, so...
Dude, isn't that movie way better than the second Cars?
Oh my gosh! It honestly almost rocketed it up to one of my favorites of Pixar.
Like, I don't know what it was. That movie was, like, really good. Like, I'm not like a lot of people and see the Cars movies as trash. Like, I like the first one enough, and the second one's okay, but the third one was, like, really good.
Yeah, indeed.
I like
So, yeah, we have less than a month to go. We have until March 24th, and it's going to be very exciting. We will, as always, do all of our discussions of the episodes as they air or a few days after.
John will remember every single movement of their character models, and I'll shout out weird video game and heavy metal references.
Indeed.
It's like
along with TV tropes.
Oh yeah. Hey, is this show black metal because it's immortal because there's a black metal band named Immortal. Ayo!
Oh my gosh.
How about this? Man, was this show written by Judas Priest? Because I tell you what, when I watch the show, it sure is a painkiller.
I just think there was a pickup line that I heard that it was, "Hey, are you my appendix? Because I don't know, I don't quite understand you, but this feeling in my stomach makes me want to take you out."
I quit. Bye, everybody.
Yep. So that's it from me, John. And Snakeskin 94.
I told you I quit. Yeah, no.
All right. And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Adios.